I'm Alessandra Barrett, Senior Content Editor for JOC. I'm at our Inland Distribution Conference in Memphis, and I'm joined once again by Adam Roth, Director of NAI Global Logistics. Thanks for joining me today, Adam.
Thanks, Alessandra.
You come from a real estate background. You know, your real estate perspective, it's different than a lot of the other attendees here. What sessions are you excited about here? What are you hoping to gain from this conference?
The Inland Distribution Conference, I always like getting the perspective of, I guess what in your language are the BCOs, the beneficial cargo owners. In our world, we call them the tenants of our space, or the owner-occupiers, some people call them. I'm always interested to hear what their concerns are, what's impacting their business. Transportation is such a larger spend than the real estate side. If we can better address what their transportation concerns are, we can make a much greater impact in their total supply chain strategy.
What trends are you seeing?
Service is an incredible focus. It's been that way for a while, related to e-commerce. It used to be you could find the same coffee mug at 12 different websites, and the battleground now is not so much the product, it's the transportation and the timing and the speed. We held a company open house a month ago and realized we wanted music at the event. This was 10:30 at night, and we went on Amazon Prime Now and got a speaker delivered from click to delivery 17 minutes, which is unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
And the upcharge for that was $7.99 at 10:30 at night, and we had the speaker for the event. That's incredible. That, as well as there continues to be conversations about transportation capacity. And then there's a new twist too. This conversation has been out there. There was a session on it today addressing labor. The session today addressed more the coastal labor, but there are real concerns about labor supply, not only in the truck driver aspect, but also in the warehouse aspect as too. And that's going to be a growing concern over the coming years.
And so what's the impact on real estate? How does this tie back to that for you?
You know, that's what drives me the most. With the labor issue, not only are we seeing industrial parks, a great example is Centerpoint Intermodal Center, just outside of Chicago at their inland port project down there. And not only is it becoming a capacity play, here at this conference, I believe it was Peter Tershwell a couple years ago said, whoever has access to capacity wins. It changed to, he then the following year said, whoever has access to capacity survives, and that's remaining the case. The new twist to it is whoever has access to labor, and again, not only for drivers, but also for the warehouse workers. These e-commerce facilities on the real estate side are requiring a much larger labor requirement, much bigger parking requirements, not only to drop and hook their trailers, but also for their labor and car parking. Even though they're automated operations, they need more people to staff them. So what we're seeing at Centerpoint is not only is it a capacity play of all the equipment and all the different carriers that supply that project, but it's also becoming a labor-centric development where we're looking at different amenities not only to attract the capacity, but to attract and retain good labor. And I wouldn't have thought that a year and a half to 2 years ago, but again, coming to the conference and hearing it firsthand from Fred Smith of FedEx this morning, Bradley Jacobs tomorrow morning, really interested to see what he says on his continued purchasing in the transportation industry. He was a non-asset play, and they just bought Conway, an asset company. What is that telling us about dedicated freight lanes and having physical assets as part of your supply chain? It's interesting how that's impacting the real estate world now.
Well, thanks, Adam. It's always great to speak with you.
Appreciate the time, Alessandra. Thank you.
I've been speaking with Adam Roth, Director of NAI Global Logistics.